Well, while you're doing that and creating food, Jesus, I'm going to go and just step over here and go and have a smoke.
Here, pick these up, buddy.
How'd you get that?
I admin them.
You what?
I'm an admin. I can admin.
Oh, so you got the god power then, the console
Like, it's
commands.
my server. Yeah, I forgot all about it. Like I said, we're not going to try to play this game through, so I'm not worried about breaking it. It's a little tedious starting, so we're going to go do some fun shit. So let's actually take a mission.
Tedious shark. If it was just me playing this without you guys here, I probably would have quit like
Exactly.
5 minutes in.
So I'm going to take a mission and then share it. If I can figure out how to share it.
Excuse me.
So I just shared it with the party. What did you get, Arthur?
I don't think it's come up on my end yet.
Do you have a head to rally point, Steve?
Yeah.
And it's 420 kilometers in that direction?
Roughly.
Yep, that's the mission I just shared with you. So we're gonna go do this mission.
420 kilometers?
Or no, just meters.
I know kilometers, it confuses you a little. It's okay.
Yeah, you and your aluminium. You know it's aluminum, right? Anchor.
Oh, shit. I'm out of stamina.
Because you're running.
Damn it.
Are you low on water or food?
No, I got water. Let me see here.
On the bottom left-hand corner, do you have a little orange plate and fork?
No. I have raw meat.
Don't eat that.
I have rotting fish.
Don't eat that either.
Water.
Here. Eat that. Just eat one of them.
Shit, what did you give me? I don't see it in the list. Oh, there it is.
Should say sham chowder.
Yeah.
Take those. And that's a drink.
Okay.
All right, now we're heading to the little thing.
There's something here.
So, headshots.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Alright, I'm at wrecked. Yay.
So we're gonna loot whore this. Do you have a bouncing? Don't hit it if you do. Do you have a bouncing thingy there?
I have a bouncing thingy.
A little exclamation point. Is it bouncing on your screen?
Reverse, yes. Yeah.
We're not gonna touch it. We're not gonna start the quest. We're gonna go loot it first, and then when we start it, it's gonna reset the POI, and we're gonna go loot it again.
Alright.
So as we move through here, we're gonna get spawns. If you right click with your gun, You can aim.
Yeah, I know. I figured that much out. Play a lot of FPSs all the time.
Now, the cabinets are lootable. Everything in here is lootable, so make sure you walk around and look at stuff. I'm gonna let him shoot.
The other thing that I think would be, and maybe it's a setting in this server, is like I want to be able to see experience feedback like on the screen as it happens.
It is. That's that purple bar on top of your hotbar is your experience.
I get that part, but I would like to see like the cerebral rewards, right, with the numbers popping up on the screen.
As you kill stuff,
Yeah.
you get it. It does come up. Well, when somebody else kills, and when you kill something, it should show an experience number.
It doesn't.
It's in white. It's in white text at the bottom, just like real quick.
Maybe I'm blind, but I haven't seen it yet. There's nothing popping up. Oh, bottom right. Yeah.
The middle. I just got a shared experience right in the middle on top.
Yeah. I see it right by the ammunition now. Like when I. Is that what you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Like if I was designing this, so like I would have it.
One behind you. Look out behind you.
Come on, sing, fat lady.
All right, we got to go up the stairs first.
Ladder, you mean?
Up again. This is the mission loot. So you see those pills on the ground? You want to take those, and the ammo on top of the box. Take that as well. Now take out your axe and break that crate, and there'll be a cardboard box inside that you can loot.
Excuse me, Admin Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the food?
Oh shit, I didn't do it before I left. Hang on.
And some antibiotics while you're at it.
I just looted some of that. All right, here, they're 400 meters away. Hang on just a second. All right, let me go bring them some food real quick. Hang on one second. Just stay there, Steve. I'll be right back.
Hey, Al.
Yes.
You getting shit. The wood spikes across the road there. Just pull them to there.
There you go, food and drink.
So how'd you guys all
Okay.
meet? It couldn't have been this game. Did you guys play anything else besides this?
I believe I met these guys playing Empyrean.
I don't
And-
remember. It's a traumatic experience, and I blocked it out.
We've tried not to think of it again.
This is the World of Tanks crew, man. These guys every morning are tanking their ass. All right, click on the bouncing deal this time, and we'll get the mission.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's try some resources in the box. You failed a quest.
You failed it. Or outside of the range, we got it because we're here.
Ah, I can't believe what happened.
Don't buy a pot. I just found one.
Whoa.
You see the little key hook on the right hand of the wall? That's what actually opens the door.
Okay.
He's outside. We don't have to worry about him.
Brian. My
Yes, sir.
gun's not functioning.
You've killed it. So do you have any pipe?
Do I have
Here,
any
pick
what?
up- Do you have any short iron pipe in your inventory?
Shit, I don't know. No.
All right, here, I'm going to drop one. You need to pick it up. Now, select your weapon and then repair it.
Okay.
So we're leaving a lot of stuff. Like you see these body bags right here? Take your
Yeah.
axe and chop them up.
Why would I want to do that?
Because you're picking up bone and potted meat and stuff we're going to need.
Okay.
Jump up here on top of this. You'll see a little trash on the ground. Loot that as well. At its essence, this is a game of salvaging
Scavenging.
or scavenging. So take out your shovel and shovel. It should take about 3 swats with a shovel to pick up this little brick of material. And that gave you clay and some other stuff, I think.
We got coal and nitrates right just south of where we are here.
Right. I'm just showing you all the other stuff that's here because as we're building things, we need this input to actually build those things. So back to the gun because there's fighting behind you. He shot me.
All right.
Friendly fire. There's no damage for us.
My health's at 84.
Up we go.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I left you a bunch of feathers in the thing if you want arrows.
Thank you. I will probably be going up and get them at some point. I've managed to put together about 50 arrows at the moment, so I'm good for a bit.
All right.
Use your axe and bust open the crate too. Not the fragile crate, the one behind you, the popping pills. Not that one. Oh, we just got a screamer. And she just screamed.
You're all going to die.
All right, we got to go deal with the screamer. We got to fight, a real fight.
How could you tell?
Because she screamed. You didn't hear her?
Uh-uh.
All right, she's already called. When she screamed, she spawned a bunch of guys that are coming. Here's some right here.
Yep. Well,
Did you drop a bedroll?
yet.
Do you hear the music going dun 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 dun?
So, can you proactively repair your weapon? Like, I could... Or does it just... It won't fail on you in the middle of combat? Like,
Yeah, once it runs out, it runs out. You have to fix it.
you can't fix it, let's say...
You can fix it early if you want.
Okay.
Anything primitive fixes with wood and stone. Your pipe guns will be iron pipe, so you'll tend to carry some of that.
If somebody was to admin us a wrench, I could, like, you know, get us pipe.
I put some in the build box back at the base.
All right, I'm gonna be super slow because I'm encumbered by 18. But we're headed back to the vendor or the asshole Rick.
Why are you slow again?
I'm very slow. I'm encumbered by 18.
And this is the nice version of the game.
Yes, very nice. Oh wow. I'm sucking some shit down here to unencumber myself.
What's he got for a gun?
Light machine gun.
Takes 762.
Yep.
I got 84 rounds for him. You guys never went and looted the munitions box after you pulled the soldiers.
Nope, we did not.
Yeah.
We should be getting an air. No, it's set basic. Basic is every 3 days.
What's that?
Airdrops.
Ah.
Like I said, I just created a generic server on Scavenger, which is easier than normal. So if Steve wants to play with us and you guys are amenable, I'll put the server back up and set up a real one with for a playthrough.
I'm easy.
I think you're right, though. I think we're just about done with Empyrean on this playthrough. There's not much left to do.
I didn't say that. I just wanted a direction to go in. It's like, what are we going to do next?
Well, I did one of those 3 POIs, and it was difficult, and I actually lost my friggin' implant this morning over it.
Yes, I know. I was there.
But there's 2 more in there to do that are going to be just as difficult. I did this as part of the second one.
Which one of these crappy bundles do you want?
And he'll only interact with one person at a time, so we got to wait.
You guys go. I haven't got any ammo anyway, so I don't know which one to take yet.
Do you have a pistol?
No, usually it was the pipe bundle you get for finishing his first job.
Okay, well, if somebody gets a pistol, there's 9 mil in the box. If somebody has, obviously Steve already has a gun, there's 7.62 in the box, left-hand box.
Didn't we agree your first job was going to be free?
So I
Yeah.
wasn't going to sell
Damn.
most of this, but we're
This
just
is
getting
all
started.
I
So
can
I'm going to dump
spare.
it in the box just in case somebody needs some stuff here.
So Brian, when you say you're going to set up a server, where's that actually hosted at? Is that on like a cloud somewhere?
Yeah, it's a cloud hosted server, and me and Arthur get less than a 40 ping to it, and I believe Al in Australia was getting about a 150 ping on a server when I set up 7 days. Is that
Where's it
correct?
located at?
I believe it was somewhere between Dallas. I think it was on the backbone in Dallas. I couldn't say for sure.
Didn't we do Los Angeles last time because it was Al's Cross Pacific ping?
Maybe it was LA, yeah.
If I remember correctly, it was 40 to 60 for you. It was about 100 for me, and 200 for Al.
Alright, I got a 400-meter run to the POI.
We all do. You shared it.
I'm not going there.
Let's go kill Al's. He's taking us with us. Steve, do you have a mission thing in front of you?
Yeah.
We lost him.
Lost two.
Where'd you go?
Dude, my guy's like running slow motion.
Oh, that's because you're encumbered. Your inventory is completely full. You got to either sell that stuff or dump it off in the box. But I'm gonna help here. Hang on. Stop. Pick that up. pick up cobblestone rock? Did you pick up the motorcycle I dropped?
Yeah.
All right, put that on your hotbar.
Someone's getting a bit of a boost to their game.
We're learning. Once put it on your hotbar and then set it on the ground and left click it and it'll show. Now, right here at my feet is fuel. Wait, you need fuel. Pick up the fuel here.
God, I can only imagine how long it would take to get all this stuff in the game.
For me,
You played
about
for real.
4
What's that?
End of day 2.
okay, you have to fuel it. You have to get off of it, hit, or for you, it's the E key in the radial. There's a fuel button in that radial menu.
Do I have a gas can?
Yeah, I just gave you 10,000 gas, so you have gas. You just have to select fuel it.
Yeah. See.
So it's like a radial menu. You push your E key and hold it, and then it'll give you a radial menu with some options.
Oh, okay. I'm hovering over the thing, but it won't do anything.
I believe you have to select it with your mouse once you hover over it.
I did. It's not doing anything.
There you go. Now you can drive it just like you would normally run.
Can you hop
One
on?
of you buggers have flushed this already.
No, I'm going to run. We're almost there. Just head to the deal.
I was just curious. Could you get a ride with me?
Yes, there are mods that will allow you to put a seat on there where you can take another person. You can just leave it on the ground. You don't even have to mess with it. Oh, wait. If you put it in there, though, you're probably going to lose it. Back it out outside of the PLI so it doesn't disappear. That would suck. There you go. Now, empty your inventory of stuff that you don't need. There's inventory inside your motorcycle. On that radio key is storage, to where you can dump a bunch of your stuff out of your inventory into your bike so that you're not encumbered.
Because
Don't need any of these magazines.
Oh, actually, you want to use them. You consume those by reading them. Highlight them, and then I believe it's the A key or whatever.
A.
Those are all things that teach you new skills. Al's really going to hate us. He takes the sneaky approach to this game, and we're just going to go in and bum rush and shoot everything. We literally just did this one, Al. If you want to get started, we'll follow him behind you after he gets done with all of this. We'll get the XP for being here. I'll hold down the outside of the door here.
Yeah, it should be okay.
Told ya. I didn't do it. He did.
Bring a bow and arrow to a gunfight.
Hey, he's deadly with that bow and arrow, man. What are you talking? Here, Steve, take this. At your feet, at my feet. Replace your pipe machine gun with them.
Okay. Why don't I? Oh, there it is.
He's inside. It's the same peel one we just did, so we'll just run through it again and catch up with him. That's a trap, front and back out. Once you trigger it by opening the door, you get a spawn in front of you and behind you.
Who's a trap?
She didn't fall through the ceiling. She usually falls through the ceiling. She's trapped with Oh, there she is. Silly. Up the ladder.
Alright, one sec.
All right. Here's my courier satchel here. Okay, you should have a little icon with looks like a bag on your deal, Steve.
What's that?
You should have an icon on your compass that's a little orange bag.
Yes.
You have to go there and loot that. Only you can see it, we can't see it, so you'll have to get to it.
Yeah, I'm outside of the damn mat.
Yeah, you're gonna have to come all the way around and go through again. Just take a right, go through the white tent, because you can't get through the fence. Or go back.
Yeah, I've opened the door. You can get in through this way as well.
Okay. That's the White River supplies that you have to turn into wreck to complete the mission once we're out of here.
Okay.
This was a collect the supplies mission.
Yeah, it was a fetch. Loot. The loot was crap.
Yeah, doesn't matter. I'd give you a gun, but you'd get mad at me, Al, for messing up your early game. Even though we're not going to play more than a night.
I got a gun.
You just don't have any ammo. Here's some ammo.
I got 15 or so. Oh yeah. Oh, cool. So
All right, jump on your
Yes.
motorcycle and head back.
it's my own shit weapon.
Oh, and he runs into the POI.
I'm so used to playing Warzone with the driving mechanics, and I'm used to using the left and right keys.
Does Warzone have vehicles to run around in?
Oh god, yeah. Tell me, man, you should try it. You'd like it.
I'm sure I will.
You shouldn't have given him the motorbike. You should have given him the deadly treadly.
Well, I wanted him to see what we were working for before we make him pedal the bicycle. The first vehicle in this game is literally a foot pedal bicycle.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you break it, you buy it.
How in the world did you get here
Wipe
before
that
me?
smirk off your face. Doing one job doesn't make us pals.
I shall never
Got
tell.
it?
He's an admin. He teleported.
Actually, I just got voted and ran. That
Don't
means
I
fast.
need? Don't I need to give that thing to this guy?
He'll take it from you when you complete the mission. You can't actually move it from your inventory. It's locked in there.
Yeah, but I don't retrieve the supplies.
So when you talk to him, you'll have a list of things to get on the left side that he's trying to give you. You just have to pick one.
Now that you did the job, I guess you ain't that damn bad after all.
Okay.
Once you accept a reward, it completes the mission.
Gotcha.
So now you should have a whole bunch of points available to actually spend some points on stuff.
Like to buy from him.
No, I'm talking
skill
about
points?
skill points.
Yeah, hold on, let me see.
So one of the mechanics of this game is the skill that you choose are the magazines that you find most common. So if you're going to stick with a machine gun, you need to put at least 1 point in machine gunner, which is fortitude. That way when you loot things, you'll get machine gun books that increase your skill with a machine gun.
Loose loads.
I almost have enough to buy the pot. Hang on.
I don't know. Somebody said not to buy a pot, but I still haven't seen one appear in the fire.
That's because it's still in my thing. Somebody's cooking. I have to turn it off to put it in.
I was cooking meat, but yeah.
So how do you increase the skills? Looking at this thing.
So you spend the points by selecting it, and then on the right,
Uh-huh.
On the right side, there's a little buy it basket. When you mouse over it, it tells you how many points it costs to buy it. On the far right side, under the buy heading.
I don't see a buy heading.
So you have to select a skill, one of the skills highlighted on the left side. Like right now, on which tab are you looking at?
Machine guns.
You're looking at fortitude. So where it says machine gunner, you want to select it. And then on the right, you have 5 levels of it: grunt, guerrilla, soldier, special forces, and machine gun.
Oh, I wasn't even in fortitude.
Yeah.
Okay. I was in the wrong area.
And then under the buy right there, you can click it. The ones that have a lock on it means there's some other prerequisite that you have to get, and you mouse over it, it'll tell you.
Trader Rect is closing soon.
It's fixing to get dark
So
again.
spend some fucking money already.
I blame the admin.
Yeah.
Well, it's 11 o'clock, guys. Night.
All right, buddy. Thanks for fucking around with us, man.
Yeah.
He's out in the East Coast? Assume so.
Yes.
Quebec. Montreal.
Montreal.
That is correct.
He probably has to work tomorrow too.
He's retired.
Whoa! I warped.
That's because the trader closed and it kicked you out. Question is, was your motorcycle inside?
Yeah. Actually, it was outside, but
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you never want to bring your motorcycle inside just for that reason. I just put the pot in the deal. Once it finishes cooking, you can put it in there out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to GTFO anyway because it's about to be nighttime.
Like I said, I don't want to spend a ridiculous amount of time. I really just
no,
want
that's it's- I'd rather, if I'm going to spend time in it, I'd rather have it go towards something.
Yep. So what I'll do tomorrow, since I've got tomorrow off, is I will put the server together, get it hosted, get the right rules, turn EAC off so that we can use some mods, and it'll be cool. But yeah, if I mean, don't I mean, if you want to play, say so. If you don't want to play and you don't like the game, let me know, man.
Yeah, I mean, I could spend a few hours here and there.
Yep.
This game gets a bit of a laugh once you get a few of you going ham on them.
Wait till Horde Night when we're just like we're running around like screaming chickens trying to stay alive.
Leave hordes on.
Yes, the hordes are staying on. I don't care what Arthur says. We're doing Horde Night.
And wandering.
Yes.
I heard that.
What's wandering? Like, what does that do?
So the premise of this game is usually, and especially with this new version of the game, this is a new version. We've only been playing it for maybe 2 weeks that it's been out like this. Every morning there is a wandering, we call it the breakfast horde, the coffee horde. You'll be sitting here, the sun will come up, you'll be getting ready to go do your shit, and then out of nowhere there'll be 10 or 12 zombies that are coming to get you. Just a wandering horde.
Sure.
And then for Horde Night, it happens at night. It's called the Blood Moon. The sky turns red, and 8 zombies. There will always be 8 zombies per player on. So if all 4 of us are on, there will be 24 zombies running at us full speed all night long.
Sounds chaotic.
It's very chaotic. And we haven't
no
even
basis for it.
You see, he just threw a couple of blocks down here and did this. There's specific designs of bases that are designed to help you deal with that. You use traps. You can learn in this game. You can learn skills that'll teach you how to build blade traps. And see, he's dropping blocks right there. That's called the nerd pole right there, where you can get up on top of a building. He's dropping blocks and jumping up and dropping a block underneath them so that you can nerd pull up to the top of a 3 or 4 story building and get away from them.
That's kind of like a Fortnite mechanic in a way.
Probably, yeah. Like I said, we haven't done much here. There's not much here. This is a really shitty map. It's just a 4K map. The whole map is only 4 kilometers wide.
Uh huh.
If you hit the tab and then go to the map button, it'll show you everything that we've actually uncovered. And you can scroll your mouse back and forward to
Oh
actually
yeah.
and then drag it around and see how much map there is. But there's just not much map here.
Yeah.
When I set us up on a map, I'll set us up with a 10K map so that we can actually move around and have some cities to explore and other shit. We didn't make it to it, but there are 4 different biomes here. We're in the forest biome here. This is the easiest of the biomes. The burnt forest is the one that's right over there on the edge of it, where everything's burnt and all the burnt guys are in there. That's the next hardest one. After that is the desert, which there are heat and cold issues that affect your stamina as you go forward, so you have to be prepared to get in there. And then there's a winter biome. And each of those, like the desert biome, has vultures that are trying to kill you from the air. So as you're moving around through there, you're getting dive bombed by birds.
Right.
And the winter biome is the freaking mountain lions, and they're some tough son of a bitches, man. But they produce a lot of food too. And then there's the wasteland, and the wasteland is zombies on freaking steroids. But there's also an XP modifier for each zone as it gets harder and harder.
At this starting level, the thing, especially when you're running around with sticks, is what you don't want to see is a dog, because they
No,
can be hard.
dogs are bad. So used to, you could stun a dog if you hit it just right, and you could kill a dog. Now you can't stun it with a spear or anything. You have to have a gun to kill it, or it's going to eat you up.
Do they have public servers or like?
Yes.
Like, no, I was just curious.
So this is a game where you host servers. If you exit the game and go back to that server list page, it'll bring up a list of servers, all the servers that are in the West, that it'll stop at about 200, and you'll see a little lock on the ones that have a lock. Those are passworded servers, but there's
Right.
lots of open servers in there, and you just join one and go play.
Yeah.
You can also do this solo if you want to play with the game itself and anything you haven't figured out as well.
Yeah. I could see myself doing that, so I don't kill all your time trying to explain something to me while your guys are. Oh, we're getting.
No, it's not a problem explaining it to you. It's because once you've got the beginning, the rest of it makes sense.
Yeah.
And because we're sadists, there's another mod for this game which makes everything much harder. But playing this one first means you'll understand it.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So this is the vanilla game. We normally play a game called Darkness Falls, which is a third party I say a friend of ours. He's just a person that decided to mod the game, and he has exponentially made this game harder, probably by ×5 or ×10. The end game in the Darkness Falls has got flying demons that are running around, killing you and throwing fireballs at you.
And that's not in the base game.
No,
That's
this is the
something
base
the
game.
mod added. Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
he built that mod himself. It's called Darkness Falls. It's ridiculous,
That's
but
cool.
it's hilariously fun. So there are 3 tiers of weapons and tools and things in this game. You have the stone stuff, which we're using. Then you are 4 tiers actually. Then you have all the pipe weapons that you got as first one. That weapon you're carrying right there is an AK. That is a steel weapon. It takes steel to build that. Same way with this knife. I'm carrying a bone knife. The next one up from this is an iron knife, which is actually called a hunting knife. And then the steel machete replaces it. So there's levels of each of the weapons that get better by tier of 3, essentially. In his game, he has added titanium to the game to make a tier 4, which does ridiculous amounts of damage.
Which you probably need if the game is that much harder.
Yes, you do need it.
Interesting.
There are many Twitch streams and YouTube videos on this game out there if you're looking for some information where they actually go do a playthrough and they're actually talking to you the whole way, where they're picking up stuff, why they're picking it up, what they're looking for, how they're doing it, in case we've missed something. But don't be afraid to ask a question, man. I love
Oh,
this
that's
game.
like a walkthrough. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'll show you. I normally build a base, since we're just screwing around here. I normally build a base that looks like, as soon as I can find it.
I'll tell you this game. Any other time it was nighttime and you're just out here running around with your torch on, there'd be shit coming to kill you from all directions. That's from us being used to playing Darkness Falls. Here we're all standing out here chatting away, and nothing's going wrong.
Mm-hmm. So what kind of, just what you're building there, like how much wood do you have to have, like if we were playing for real, like
Okay, how much wood do you have on you?
3.
You only have 3?
Yeah.
Okay, I have an admin and I have 500.
That's because he's been shooting stuff. We haven't been collecting stuff. So I'm going to give you some wood.
But I'm just saying, as an average, like, I've not particularly gone nuts, but I have chopped a few trees for that reason.
Yeah, so hit your tab key, and I want you to build 100 building blocks. So you select the building block on the left, and then you can designate a number. You can either type it in or scroll it up, whatever you want to do.
Gotcha.
But I want you to build 100 of them.
Okay. Alright, they're built.
Okay, put them
drag it
up.
in here. Yeah.
Now, these are just construction blocks, so you can pick them up with the F key if you get them in the wrong spot. But you got 100 blocks. I want you to build a square on the ground that's 5 by 5, 5 blocks by 5 blocks with 25 blocks.
Something's blocking the where I want it.
Probably me. Let me get out of the way. If there's a stone on the ground, it won't do it. It'll change it to that purple color.
It's red and then it moves in.
It's red? That
Yeah,
may be
flash is red and
we're inside that land claim block, I think is the reason. Well, that's the first mechanic. Let me show you the second mechanic now. Don't put any more down. I want you to grab your axe and get it in your hand.
All right.
Instead of left clicking with it, I want you to right click with it. You're going to have to right click and hold it until it upgrades that block to a wood block. There you go. Here, pick this up. Put those in your inventory. Now upgrade the wood blocks to cobblestone blocks with your axe the same way with a right hand or right click. Do it again on the wood block and upgrade it to cobblestone. There you go.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're upgrading, and you're also getting a tremendous amount of XP for building. If you haven't noticed, you're getting big XP. So that's that. Now, just to show you the mechanic, I'm going to give you a regular hammer. Grab that hammer off the top. Put it on your hotbar. Grab that iron and put it in your inventory. Now use that hammer and right click on it just like you did before and upgrade it to a oh wait, you need concrete first. Hang on, you need concrete. Hang on. Let me give you the concrete. Here, grab that bag. Now right click with the hammer and upgrade that cobble to a concrete block. And then upgrade it again and it'll turn into a steel block.
Not doing
We'll
anything.
do it with the hammer. Hang on. Grab that. Put that on your hotbar and use the nail gun.
Here it is.
Now upgrade it to a steel block. Or wait, I gave you iron, not steel. Hang on. Put that in your inventory. Now it should upgrade. Now you get a ridiculously hard block that's very hard to break through. Now, right now, we're just working with square blocks.
So how did you get the concrete and all that stuff like in the...
I just spawned it. These are things that you can make as you progress through the game. There's a concrete mixer here. You can make the cobbles. The cobblestone just requires rocks in your inventory to make cobblestone. And then the concrete requires sand and clay and rocks and a concrete mixer to make. And then the steel, we need a forge to actually make the steel forges. That's about level 30 before we can make steel blocks. So, do you have any of the building blocks left in your inventory? Regular building blocks, or did you use all 100 of them?
I got 76 left.
Okay, get the building block in your hand like you're going to place a block, and I want you to push and hold the R key. You're going to bring up a radial menu, and I want you to select shape, which is the top one. This is going to allow you to change the shape of that block to where you can build some pretty intricate and cool stuff. There are a lot of shapes in here.
Trader is open for business. Buy wrecked or get wrecked.
God, this could consume your whole day building something.
Oh, dude, you could get really deep into building this. I was going to throw this together real quick and show you my normal box here, but
Easy.
so you see what I've done here behind? I've built a block that's 4 tall, and I've put a
Yeah.
ladder on it. You can jump up to that ladder and then climb up on top of it. The zombies can't jump high enough to get on that ladder. So when you get up here, you're actually safe. Just crawl all the way to the top.
So when you're up here, if they can't get up here, do they eventually go away?
No, they will beat the blocks out from underneath it until it collapses if you don't kill them.
Okay. Good to know.
These guys will go into a hole and beat through the dirt until they get to you if they really need to. Just to show you my normal base here. So usually I build a bunch of boxes like this so we can sort out all the stuff. You can label these boxes by holding the F key and then choosing the edit with the little pencil, and then you can give it a name and label it. Like so. And as there's a lot of stuff to pick up in this game, so sorting shit and figuring out what you got and where it's at is a lot of this game. You'll spend running through boxes and putting shit where it goes. Here, I'll show you this. Pick that up real quick. At about level 5, you'll be able to build that, which is a forge. And if you click on it, you can start smelting the iron that you picked up in places, the clay, the stone, the brass, all of that stuff goes into the forge, gets melted down so that you can make ammo and other things with it, steel blocks, is shit like that.
Gotcha.
That's the very first one that you get. After that, you need a workbench, which is this guy right here. And this allows you to build stuff. So the workbench has its own build list inside of it. When you hit F to go into it and go on the left, all of the stuff that can be built in the workbench is listed there. And it conveniently tells you all of the stuff you need to build all of the stuff that's there. If it has a lock on it, then you haven't trained the skill to do it yet, or it's not available to you yet because of your level or for some reason.
Okay. God, this thing is so deep.
It can be. It can be.
A wall safe.
Yep. So
Kidding
pick
me?
up that. Come out of that and pick up that auger right there.
Where? Oh, okay.
There. That is the full upgrade to your shovel. That will dig holes in the dirt. It will dig up iron. It'll dig up steel. You've already got a little bit of fuel, so you should be able to do it. But just jump out here and start digging in the dirt and see how fast it goes.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that tedious part in the beginning is just the beginning. It gets much better.
This reminded me of when we were building our deck and we were using this auger, and every time we hit a fucking root, it was horrible. Like, we couldn't.
Yeah, it spun out of your hands.
Yeah. It's cool, though.
So let's see. Okay. I want you to hit the tab key and then click on your map, which is the third one on the very top.
Okay,
And I
what
want
am I doing again?
hit your tab key and then open the map.
Okay.
So if you scroll all the way in as tight as you can on yourself, you'll
Yeah.
notice there's some little red squares on the map just to the, what is that, the northeast.
Oh,
You
they
see 'em?
look orange to me, but yeah.
Yeah, little orange. Those are actually iron deposits. If you look just to the north of us and to the left a little bit, you'll see a white square and then a gray or a blue square right below it. You see those two little squares?
Yeah.
The white one is nitrates and the gray one is lead. So we're actually going to,
How'd you figure all that out? Like, did you just go to these and...
well, okay, so if you put your little mouse icon right over the top of one of those red squares and then right click it. Well, it just teleported me there because I'm in God mode, but
It just says quick waypoint or save waypoint.
create a quick waypoint, which is just going to drop a little red deal on your deal, and then you can just walk to it. It'll show up on your compass, so you know exactly where you're going. You're marking it on the map, and then it gives you a compass point to where you can run to it.
Alright.
So
Yep.
you see where I'm at. Go ahead and drop one there, and then walk over here to it. Or run over here to it, whatever you want.
And I'm slow as shit.
Once you get over here, break out that auger, and I want you to, this is what the iron ore looks like. This is an iron ore rock right here. So you kill it, and then underneath this is going to be an iron mine. And you just dig down and line up all of the iron. You have no space in your inventory, which is why all those bags are hitting the ground. You gotta put them away.
Yeah.
But that's where you get the iron from. Same thing with the lead, nitrates, coal.
Forged steel, yeah.
Forged steel we actually have to make from the iron, but
So with these mods, can you add more slots to your inventory? Like,
that's one of the first things we do is I have a
yeah.
mod about 64 slots to your inventory, yes.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I don't understand why the base game doesn't have that. It's kind of weird.
The challenge of this game is very much, the base game challenge of this game is very much about resources, and you're constantly tired or encumbered so that your stamina is always an issue that you're having to fight with. That's the challenge, is you run out of stamina, things hit you and you can't hit them back, you die.
Yeah.
But like, you'll notice that there's 2 more iron nodes right here. So on an iron mine like this, I would have a big giant square here where I would just dig it up and dig up all the iron in the ground. And then all of that, just stacks of 30 and 80 and 100,000 iron. Now you see start digging in the iron into the ground itself. That just marks where the mine is. Start digging down and follow the iron down. Oh, we got a scream.
I'm out of gas.
Did you hear a scream? Did you hear a scream?
Yeah, I heard a scream, but I'm stuck down here.
Here, dig your way up. There you go. There they are. See her right there? She's to the northeast. There's 2 of them. Hitting her with a shovel is not going to help. So we killed them that time. Oh, she screamed. We got mobs coming in. You see they're coming in from all sides.
Yeah. The problem is I gotta put my gun in the... You can use the auger to dismember.
The gun's broken. I can't fix it. I don't have any pipe.
I like it. You can use the auger as a weapon.
You can use anything as a weapon. Oh shit, there's more behind it. So there are a couple of metrics that attract zombies. We're using augers right now, and one of the metrics is a heat signature. When we generate a lot of heat, we attract a lot of zombies. When we generate a lot of light, we attract a lot of zombies. Literally, the game will spawn them on us. If we keep here running, both of us running augers in a hole here, we're going to get screamer spawn after screamer spawn after screamer spawn. To where we can't just dig.
How far can you go down?
I believe bedrock is 30 or 40 down to where you can't go any further. I don't like to dig super deep holes that are, well, Al's laughing his ass off right now, but yeah. That go straight down. I like to dig one layer down at a time, and then I ladder down so I can always get out. But I don't always block them off, and Al comes riding by on a bicycle and falls in the hole and bitches at me.
Because you're a bastard.
I told you. But this is another mechanic. This is how we resource gather for. This is an iron mine. Likely, as we follow the vein of iron into the ground, it'll turn into coal or lead or other things in the ground as well. But we can always find what we need. It's just time-consuming and dangerous to be out here, especially if we're using power tools, because the screamers will show up. Normally, you don't see a screamer at day 3 and we're level 2. That's not a normal spawn. It's because we broke out an auger and all of a sudden they showed up.
Right, yeah.
So this game uses a game stage. If you hit the I key, you'll see a list of all the players that are currently on the server with their level and their game stage. I'm level 4 at the moment. I have a game stage of 7. You're level 5 at the moment. You have a game stage of 8. If you hit your tab key and go to your character sheet, and you select the core character stats, you have your worn equipment, and then core character stats, and then extended character stats.
Alright, I'm lost here, so I'm on my character now. So where am I selecting?
All right below your name, you have if you mouse over it, it says worn equipment, and then core character stats, and then extended character stats. right above where it says health. Well, I'm on the court character. So right above the picture of yourself, there's 3 little icons. One looks like a chalice, one looks like a bar graph, and one looks like a person.
Okay.
Click on the core character stats.
Is that under the chalice one?
Not under the chalice one. It's the one that looks like the steps to the stone. The one in the middle. When you mouse over it, it'll say core character stats.
Okay.
And at the very bottom of that list, it'll show you your loot stage.
Right.
Your loot stage is currently 6. Yours is probably different than mine.
5.
Okay. That loot stage number right there decides what's going to drop in everything you open. You're not going to get high-end items at a low loot stage. It's never going to happen that you're going to open a bag of trash and there's going to be an auger in it until your loot stage is above a certain number. As your loot stage goes up, you increase your chances to find premium gear. The only thing that
what drives that number, though?
Yeah, that's what I'm fixing to get to. You have a skill that can change. If you go to your skills page, which is the little guy with the graduation cap, and on the perception, the very first one for perception, there's one in there called Lucky Looter. It's on the bottom under scavenging parts. Each time you click on that, it adds a 5% loot bonus to your total loot stage number. Each point you spend in that.
Lucky Looter, I'm looking for.
It's under perception, the one with the eyeball. Third from the bottom.
There's recovery perks. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, you got to select perception. The perception with the eyeball.
Yeah.
And if you mouse over it, it'll give you the chance. You've got a slim chance to find better loot. Adds 5% to loot bonus for containers that you open personally, and looting gets faster. That little countdown timer when you loot. Like I said, you can read through all of this stuff if you start a personal game, or I can continue showing you whatever you want. But a lot of this is just reading and seeing what all these skills do.
Gotcha. Yeah.
When I start the game, I typically go to strength, and I put 1 in minor 69er, 1 in mother load almost immediately, because those 2 increase the amount of ore I get and wood I get from trees that I cut down in the basic game in the beginning. I have adopted Owl's strategy, and I almost always put 1 in parkour, which is under agility, which allows you to jump higher and less chance of you falling down and breaking your leg.
Billy, I'm under. I don't have any more points.
Yeah. Like I said, like I said, this is just a playthrough. I'm telling you what the optimal is for me. Everybody has a different play style. Al likes stealth and bows. He spends a lot of his money or his skill points in agility before he does anything else.
Right.
I mean, he runs around hidden strike, from the shadows, parkour. What's some of the other crap he did? There's Is there actually bow skills in one of these things, Al? He might be.
Yeah, sorry, it's under agility. Sorry, I'm just killing things.
Yeah, he does archery skill under agility. So he, like I said, he likes the bow. He likes quiet. He sneaks up. So archery, when you sneak, you hit the V key and you actually crouch down and hide. You get like a 200% bonus to your archery weapons when you do that.
3.5 if you headshot.
Yeah, if you can actually headshot them, then you get big bonuses to it. You can 1-kill stuff if you do it correctly with a bow. I'm just not that patient. He is. This game, I haven't got my head wrapped around all the armor stuff in this game because it just radically changed in this latest deal. But there's about 10 or 15 different sets of armors that have very specific bonuses. We're wearing the very primitive stuff here, but you can, there's a biker set of armor that allows you not to burn up so much fuel and gives you bonuses. There's a minor set of armor that increases the stuff that you actually pick up. You can see a list of them if you hit the tab. When you hit the tab key, if you'll notice at the top there's one that's closed. You can go through all of the list of clothing, everything that you can build. Why it's only showing primitive stuff at the moment? Probably because our level.
And you have to make it in a workbench.
You have to make it in a workbench. You need a workbench to actually see the rest of the list. So if you go to the workbench, you'll be able to see all of the different armor types that we can build, and their set bonuses. You actually have 4 pieces of armor. You have a body armor, you have boots, you have gloves, and you have a hat. And when you put all 4 pieces on, you get a bonus. Except for primitive doesn't give you any bonus. It's just primitive. What else? The books are very, very important. All of those magazines that you saw. If you click on tab,
The Hunter Journal. I picked up one of those.
yeah, if you go to the skills, like you're going to spend skill points, and click all the way on the last one where it says crafting skill. That's where it's keeping track of all of the books you're picking up. Harvesting tools, repair tools, salvage tools, knuckles, blades, clubs, sledgehammers, etc. Shotguns, vehicles, workshops, all of those things is keeping track of them. And a lot of these you need to pick up 100 magazines to do to get all the way to the end. You can't spend points on these. All you can do is find the magazines. As you find the magazines, it unlocks new recipes that you can build.
Gotcha.
For example, the harvesting tool. At level 1, I can build stone tools at level 1. Once I get 2 harvesting tools, I'll be able to upgrade to level 2 of those stone tools. At level 11, I'll start being able to build iron tools. At level 26 magazines, I'll be able to build steel tools. And at 61, I'll be able to start building the mechanical tools. Same way with the guns, all the different guns, handguns, shotguns, machine guns, rifles. I think Al uses a lot of rifles too. He likes one-shot kills.
I like my bows, go into crossbows, and I like pistols, which are all in the same pathway, so I don't have to spread my points.
Oh, all of those are under agility. So he gets pistols after he spends all of his points in agility. He also gets bonuses to gunslinger in there, which is the pistol one. So that's just a training path. I don't think I've ever actually played a vanilla game under this scenario where I played it enough levels to get enough points to unlock everything to max. I don't think I've ever actually done that. The game usually gets way too easy at about, especially in the vanilla game. Once you get to about level 40, it's really hard for a zombie to kill you. You got to do something stupid. I mean, you really do. Run out of ammo or...
Is that the level cap? Of 40?
Oh, no. There is no level cap. You can go 200, 300. The game just gets ridiculously easy at that level. And the loot stage still caps because there's only so much loot. After about level 50 or 60, you've capped out the loot stage, so you're getting the same stuff at level 50 that you would get at level 100.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons we moved to the Darkness Falls scenario, because it has more in-game content where the game's not over at level 40, basically. You can play that to about 120 or 130 before you get to all of the in-game loot. But I will see about setting up a server tomorrow. That's not, like I said, we're just wasting time here. So that, we can invest a little time in.
Okay. Yeah. What time do you guys normally play?
They're on alternate times. Like I said, and tomorrow morning will be nighttime for Al, and Arthur will be on first thing in the morning, and they're usually playing Tanks or Elite Dangerous or one of the other games that they play that I don't play. Al usually comes and plays with us in the evenings on the weekends. Evenings our time, which is mornings for him, or late night for him if we're on in the morning. Saturday morning, Sunday morning are usually playtimes for us where we sit down and play together. Lately it's been Imperium, which is the game we've been playing a lot. But again, you don't, once we put up a server, we don't have to be here for you to be in here. That server will run whenever, it'll run full time.
Gotcha. So I can go in and build up
Correct.
my stuff, right? Okay.
When nobody's logged into the server, it's not adding days. Like right now, we're at 12:58 on day 3. If all 3 of us logged out on a server, it wouldn't keep counting days unless somebody's actually logged in. So it doesn't just wipe out the server and run us up to 100, or you're always logging. That's one of the problems with playing a multiplayer server, is that there's always somebody on it, and every time I log in, it's like Horde Night, and I'm just running to survive.
Oh, right, right. So it's kind of, well, so it's kind of better. What do you think? It's better to play together in that scenario, or
I have a different play style than Art and Al do. I'm very aggressive. I usually play pretty hard up to about level 30 or 40. I'm
Obsessive.
what do you say? Go ahead, say it. Go ahead. I'll take
Obsessive. Obsessive.
obsessive.
Yeah. We log off, like we've just got running around with stone tools. We give him one day and he's running around with a fucking motorcycle.
It doesn't take me long. I'm actually pretty good at
Jesus
it.
Christ, that's dedication.
No, it's just time and game. You spend about 4 hours and you know exactly what to do and you do it.
Yeah.
And we've played this playthrough so many times that it's just
It's also knowing tips and tricks. Like for him to build bikes and to get the benches, one of the silly ones, if you take the lock picking skill, you will start clocking up the bench books. It sort of encourages the spawn of what you want. So like for me, that's why I'm putting my points into bows and agility, because it will make my books aim towards bows and agility.
he'll get a bonus whenever he loots something that has a book in it. It will have a bonus to chance to be bows for him to increase his bow skill.
Yep.
But as far as leveling yourself, the quickest way to level yourself in this game is to build and upgrade. You go harvest trees, go harvest the rocks you need, and then start putting together a base, and you'll be level 15 before you finish building it. And you can do it in a day. But what that does is it pushes the game to increase your game stage where the mobs get harder and you don't have the weapons to fight them. So you have to be careful about running up your levels really fast, and then you can't kill the mobs because the mobs get harder as your game stage gets harder.
And trust me, there have been horde nights are chaotic. They can be everything moves faster, everything's more aggressive. All the zombies decide that they're now structural engineers and do know how to get up to where you are and will destroy their way to get there.
Right. Yeah.
And there have been, even sometimes, with a fair few days under our belt, there have been times where we've not had time to do a base, or we've been caught out doing missions, and we will do it up on a roof or up on the top of a building to try and last through Fortnite. In fact, sometimes that's the funniest time to do it. Like I got one time I was trying to make it to Arthur's base, and I was going through the middle of a city. I mean, these are full skyscraper cities; they are busy, and I had to just jump on top of a factory roof and fight everything off from there. And it was, chaotic, but it was bloody hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Where's your motorcycle at?
Just spawned it for me.
No. I spawned one for me. We're going to go for a ride through town before you log out.
Oh, let me get something to eat, man. I am getting hungry.
After all that barbecue, you're hungry.
I didn't have any.
Oh, that's
we ate
right.
at a restaurant.
Yeah. Ate at a restaurant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if you want to log out, we'll call it a day. We'll do support later. No worries, man.
Okay. Yeah, man. Let me know when you set up that server, and I'll play around.
Yeah, I'll work on it tomorrow morning, and I'll send you a text when it's up.
All right, sounds good. Talk to you later, Ray.
Sport him in on Blood Moon. Run for your life!
We logged out already. I could have changed the time to day 7, and we just log into the Blood Moon.
Oh fuck, that would have been fun. Just quickly cobblestone this base and get set Blood Moon off.
Thank you. All right. I'm assuming you don't want to continue playing this, Al. I can turn this off.
Yeah. It's fine. Clock it out. It's fine. I'll log out. Just sodding about anyway. It's fine.
Well, I'm quite happy to be recruiting a new guy. We'll talk him into Empyrean soon enough.
Well, see, I've got myself whitelisted for the Anvil server one, because I was going to play some more 7 Days. I like 7 Days, but Arthur's got to be moved gradually across to these things, otherwise he freaks out a bit. So
I don't know that Arthur's going to play RE2. I really don't.
he will, but it will take him a while.
You might be right.
Because the base of the game is still there and it's still fun, and it's just been basically by changing what they've done, they've been able to do more of the things they've wanted to do, which I think should give them more freedom with missions and give them more freedom with setting stuff up. The thing I'm not enjoying is the damage bleeding through the shields.
Oh, are they having issues with damage bleeding through the shields?
No, they're doing it on purpose.
Sure, they're doing it on purpose, where you're taking hull damage instead of just shield damage.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's not.